Okay. Oops. Ta-da, ta-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, there was some people waiting. I never had this. Sorry for the delay, but my dog always almost has us killed crossing the street. Ah, very well. We're going to talk about stuff I like it from this last week. I haven't I haven't finished reading because due to stuff I have a ton of books to read, and I'm reading the back the backlog. But what did I read from this week? I read New Challengers #1. I like the book. A little bit slow at the first, but I think that this is going to change for good in the next issues because there was some action, okay? And since I'm not going to spoil the book for anybody, that's all I'm going to say. I liked it. I will give it about I don't know, 3.5, 4 out of 5 maybe. It wasn't that great, but it was better than meh. So I would say that you should go read it. What else did I read this week? Let's see, what else did I read this week? I have here a list of the stuff that I did read. Oh yes, Immortal Man, no, issue 2. I liked it a lot. I would say it's about 4 out of 5, maybe. Good book, highly recommended. If you don't have it, go buy it and buy issue 1 while you're at it. What else did I read? Oh yes, I read Scooby Apocalypse. I can't believe it. It's so fun, so fun. Go buy it. It's a good book, fun book. What else did I read? I read Eternity Girl issue #1. It's shit. Don't buy it. What else did I read? The other one, Eternity Girl. Shade, The Changing Woman. Don't buy it. Okay, don't buy. Avoid like the plague. What else did I read? What else did I read? Oh yes, Savage Tales, Vampirella, issue #1 from Dynamite. So good, really good, really good. It's about I don't know, around the old style Vampirella. Who was the publisher from the first books of Vampirella? I don't remember who was it that was publishing those books. Hello, Paulo. Who was publishing Vampirella? Well, never mind. But you should go buy Vampirella, okay? It was really, really good. What else did I read? As you can see, Vampirella is from last week. So this is part of my backlog because stuff got in the way, so I have a lot of books to read. Ta-da! What else did I read? Well, Action Comics Volume 2 Special 1, really good. The Curse of Brimstone, really good. I don't care what they say. It's a good book. It's not Ghost Rider, okay? It's a different stuff. It's not Ghost Rider. It's not political, but you really should go buy it because it's a really good book. What else did I read? DC Nation I didn't read. I have a list here with all the stuff that I have to read. All my to read books. Cool Eternal, haven't read it yet. What else? Fighting American, fun book. You should go buy it. Around 3.54 out of 5. Good book. I do recommend it. What else did I read? Because I read a lot of I read 1, 2, 3, 4 indies this week, and I'm going to talk about them later when I'm in the indie. What was it? Not section, segment. In the indie segment of the show, I'm going to be talking about those comics. Which ones I do recommend, which ones I don't, and why. So you're gonna want to stay tuned to see that. I'm not finding. I think that maybe that was all I read. Maybe that was all I read. I read also Ashcan anthology that I'm going to tell you. It's by Rainy Road Comics. Yes, I think it's that's the name, Rainy Road. Ashcan anthology. Where are you? Where did I put Ashcan anthology? What? What did I do? PQR. What? Oh yes, I remember now. Now I remember. I put it in this other file, and now I can't find it. Of course. Oh God. I can be so stupid sometimes. Where did I put you? Ashkan Ontology or 6-8. Either one, if you're here. The other one is here too. But yes, 6-8 is here. Okay, well, let's talk about 6-8 first. Okay, 6-8 is from Rainy Road. Yes, that's the name of the publisher. It's written and letters by Michael T. Gonzalez. Boy, do I like how his mind works. I do love how his mind works. He's got a really original, twisted, frightful mind. I think if you go buy this book, it's I believe it's only digital. It's in Comics Central. You can buy it. It's only digital. I think it's not even $1, 90 cents, something around that. So you don't have really that much to lose. 35 pages. The first two are the cover and the inside of the cover. Then we start with the story. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to tell you that if you like horror movies, you're gonna love this book. Okay, so 4 pages. It's 31 pages of story out of the 35 pages total. Okay, and it's a great book. You should really go give some money and some love to Michael. You can find him in Comics Central and on my timeline where we were talking about how to publish comics. He sent me 3 books total. Okay, this was 68 was one of them. The other is Neotheric issue 1, also by him. Different artist than in the last one. In this one, the art could be it's different. Okay, it's not really comic book style art. It reminds me more of the stuff that you used to see in heavy metal back in the day, and the story is something that you could very well had found in heavy metal when I used to buy the magazine. It's intriguing, original, fun, a little scare jumps, and it has some dark humor on it. The same, around $1. And in this case, he told me that issue 2 is around the corner. So be prepared to check it out so you don't miss it. Now let me see if I can find, because somehow I misplaced a PDF in the same in the same place where I put the other ones, and I misplaced one. Oh, found it. Here it is. Yes, found it. It's just Ashcan Anthology. 5 shocking sci-fi tales. And yes, there are 5. Yes, there are shocking. And yes, there are sci-fi. Okay. And once again, this is kind of the good stuff that you used to find in heavy metal. Not, I'm not going to say it's Belial or Moebius, but it's good stuff. Okay, it's really, really good stuff. And the art, oh come on, the art. Olan Orich, Fabrizio Borer, Giuseppe Vitti, Mac Radwanski, or however your name is pronounced. I'm sure I'm butchering it, and I'm sorry. But the 4 of you are great artists. Okay, the stories are Love Conquers All. The next is A Little of the Top, High Stakes Game, The Blessed, and Sam and Sarah's Fairy Tale. You really should go buy it. It's not kiddie stuff. I would say this is adult stuff. Most of it, maybe not all, but most. At least teen. At the very least, teen. Teen ops, okay? And really the concept, the way Michael's mind works, it's I don't know. He has a very original mind and a very original take on some stuff. Yeah, and the stories are really well done. You could almost believe this was digitized pages from some issue of heavy metal. Really, really, it's that good. Okay, it's that good. But it's not for little kids, and it's not for the safe space crowd either. Okay, none of his books are for the safe space crowd, and I really think you should go and buy it. I mean, this one is 23 pages, 5 short stories, but in the end you end up with over 60 pages for $3, for less than $3, because it's I think 90 cents each. So you should go check it out. He's a good writer, and the artists that are in his books, if we can't find them and see what else are they doing, we should also support them. Now there was, who else was, let me see if I can find, let me see if I can find this guy. What's your name? Okay, well, Rax, of course, we all know Rax. We should support her or support them. Just support him, I think. Sean, what's your name, Sean? Sean, where are you, Sean? Oh, I know how I'm going to find him. Yes, I know. Let me see. Sean Campbell. Yes, Sean Campbell. Sean Campbell, and his book is The Ferryman. He has a Kickstarter. He's in 38 patrons, and he has 8,600 pesos from 125 pesos, 1,000 pesos, divided in 20. Yeah, 120, it's $6,000, around that. And there are only 5 days, and he's not anywhere near of having his book funded. He sent me the file. It's a really good book, an original concept. It's what would happen if humankind invented a digital paradise. Okay, and you can upload your consciousness there to this digital paradise. Have you seen the art for the new Thundercats? It looks terrible. Yes, I see it. I saw it. But I'm not going to talk about anything that I don't like today. Okay? The Geek Out is only for the good stuff. It's only for the good stuff, for the things that we love. So if there's something else that you want me to see, I'm going to. I would love to. Rags, I think it was already in stores. You need to get in touch with them in Twitter, but I think the first issue was already in stores nearly. I think so. I might be wrong. Maybe wrong, but I think it was. But anyway, the ferryman. Just imagine that we invent a digital paradise only for the rich. Okay, and what would happen then? And it's a really good book. The art is okay. It could use a better artist, but it's a great story, and the art is not that bad that you can that gets in the way of you enjoying the book. Okay, so who else was there? Who else was there? There was this girl that sent me her. Said she was going to send me her stuff, but she really didn't. At the last minute, she didn't do it. Let me see if I can find her. So, what else did you? What did you read? Niche books that I would recommend. Yes, I have recommended just now. Ashcan Anthology, 6-8, and Neotheric. The three of them in Comics Central, and 90 cents, something like that for each. So less than $3 over 60 pages. And the writer has a really original and twisted mind. The art in some is better than in others. Only the Ashcan Anthology has kind of comic book art. The other two, not so much. But 6-8 is for people that like horror stories, horror movies. So you could buy those. Yes, it's a really good price. I mean, for $3 over, for less than $3 over 60 pages of story. Okay. And the author is in Twitter, and he's a good person. He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. He could use a lot more support. Who else has his own book? Well, my man Rodrigo, of course. My man Rodrigo with Ninja Momiji. Yeah. And what's the name of this? Oh, yes. Angelic Empires. Let me open her Twitter. Okay, yes. Angelic Empires. She has some book also in somewhere. She didn't send me anything. She draws a lot of furry. Let me see. I'm watching her portfolio. World of Astria side. The angels. Welcome to a world where the angels, Astrians, are based on colors, representing everything the color stands for, both good and bad. Their stories tell of them learning how to work together, because not all colors get along, but it takes all colors to make a beautiful world. They fight the sentient influences of negation or sins, which are the embodiments of everything we struggle with: greed, anger, lust, fear, doubt, worry, etc. The tales of their trials and tribulations teach lessons, and these lessons become legends, the legends of Astia. Hashtag, this is my legend. If this sounds like it's up your alley, she's a Christian author. Her art is, well, it doesn't look bad. Okay, it's well drawn. And I have here one of her pages. She could use a little bit of more practice, but you need to check the story before deciding if it's for you or not, because I don't mind if the art is not all that, as long as the story is really good. Okay, so if the story is really good, and she has a Patreon, and she was telling me that she were in some, she was using some service to get published, print on demand. I don't remember which one it was, but she was. So you may want to see if you like her stuff. She might be something of your alley. There was someone else, someone about cowboy, Iron Cowboy, something like that. Let me see if I can find it here. Iron Cowboy. No, that's not. Iron Cowboy, no. Space Cowboy, no. Not this one, no. I can't find him. I can't find him. If I find him in my timeline, I will put something about him. We were talking about how we need to start promoting the stuff we like, and start promoting the small authors we like, because they are getting lost in all the drama, And well, this is my attempt to do something about it. GD Shimon. GD Shimon. I don't remember if he has a book or not. Kaiser Leon, no. Shadows. No, Shadows, nope. The Handsome, Captain Harlock, no. HPG, no. Florence. Where are you, guy? Where are you? Oh, where are you? It's not Pablo, ¿verdad? No, it's not Pablo. The Devil's Due, no. No. There's a lot really that gets lost in all the drama, and we should be trying to help, because how else are we going to get the books we want if they get lost in all the drama? We're not going to get them. So we need to help them. You may not have the money. Okay, you may not have the money to buy the book. Okay, promote it. This way you can also help. Because we're always talking about DC and Marvel and IDW, Image, Dark Horse, Valiant. Yes, good books. Yes. Blah blah blah. But how about the really indie guy or girl? How about them? Who knows who they are? Okay, Rags got lucky with Captain Frugal. Okay, but the rest of the people are getting lost. Rodrigo Ibanez, he's the Red Ninja Momiji. It's his book, also in Comixology. Okay, we need to help them. We need to help them, and I'm going to try, and I'm going to promote the good books that I find, because I'm not going to promote anything just because it's indie, just like I don't promote anything just because it's DC or from any publisher. I'm going to promote what I like. So I'm going to promote good books that I like from good people. Jay Ishiro, with his books are what's your book, man? Something. Case File Arkham. Okay. Jay Lowbar Ishiro in Twitter. Go find his books. Because really good books. He again has a really original mind. It's not the same stuff you find over and over again in Marvel. These are original stories. His are graphic novels, so not that cheap. Son of Thor, no, you're not. No, you're not. Trying to find this guy. Samurai Raccoon also has some. He's working in some comic. I don't remember in which one. And this other guy, I haven't read his book, but it looked really good. The art was great. The art was really, really great. And I also wanted to talk a little bit later. I want to talk about tabletop RPG that I found. It's not new. I'm not going to tell you it's new. It's not new, but it looks to be a lot of fun. And you're not going to believe it, but it's totally free. So you can go get the book. It's pay what you want in drive-through RPG. It's pay what you want, and you can support the people doing it or not. It all depends if you have the money or not, or if you want to. And you can try it, and if you like it, you give them money, and if you don't like it, you don't give them shit. Because it's pay what you want. You can not pay anything, and then afterwards give them money. Also, what are you doing? It stinks. Hi. Wow. How can something so beautiful smell so bad? Really? D? Is it you, D? Nope. No, I lost this guy. Oh, of course. Larry what? Larry, Larry, Larry King. Larry King also has his books. So you could also help him around if you like his stuff, of course. It's not it's not something that you must do because I say so. Hey Shadows, most guest slot in the Twitter feeds. Yes, yes, sadly that's it. What did you miss out? Me trying to find a guy that I liked his stuff, and I lost it, and I don't remember his name right now. So I may have to share it later. Oh God, sorry, sorry. It's me, not you. Eh, what else did I see that I am excited about? What else did I see that I'm excited about? There was this RPG. I don't know if you are into RPGs, tabletop RPGs, but if you're not, bad luck for you guys because I'm going to talk about one RPG I found. It's really fun, and it's totally free. Where are you? Oh well, there's a mazes and minotaurs. Okay, mazes and minotaurs is totally free. It's in an alternate. Imagine that this is really the first game that Gigax made. Okay, it's what they are pretending, not claiming that it's true. It's kind of a joke, kind of a. This is how he would have made it. Okay, if he had seen the games from now or something like that. So this is totally free. You can go to drive through RPG and download everything. I have here, it's 29 files plus Vikings and Valkyries. That is a game for that has another 4 files, and they have their own magazine. They are in issue 12. So you can download that, and it's totally free. It's totally legal, and you can play for free again. Okay, what else was there? Okay, if you are not totally new to tabletop RPGs, there was also where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh yes, Barbarians of Lemuria, but that one is from who? No, not here. Oh yes, that's D6. Almost sure that's D6. Yes, Barbarians of Lemuria. Barbarians of Lemuria is a D6 system, only 6-sided. Okay, only 6-sided dice. You need totally free again, and it's fun. It's fun. It's not D&D. It's different. Okay, but it's fun. What other books you could find that are? Oh yes, something for those who are totally free, totally new to tabletop RPGs. Okay, it's a world of Dungeon World. Dungeon World. If you're totally new, Dungeon World is it's easy to get into, and if I'm not mistaken, the core rules are free. Then there's for those of you who are not totally new, there's Mini Six. I like really, I really like how the game flows. It's a fast cinematic game using that system, and totally free, totally free, and all of the Open D6 books are easy to port to Mini 6. Then, not in where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Microlight. Okay. Then, if you want to experience old style rules, okay. If you want to experience old style rules, you should go search for Microlight 74. Okay, Microlight 74. If not all, most of the books are free, and there are 2 versions. One version is one single book. It's a 3D6 based system. The rest are D20 system. Totally free. It's an old style feel. It's supposed to be like the original D&D. Okay, the zero version. And And then there's all, of course, there's the hacks, but that's something for another day, maybe. Okay. Speaking of tabletop RPGs, I'm making an unofficial adaptation of Screamshaw to a cyberpunk RPG. Right now, I'm not still in the which system is going to be used because I'm having problem with, for instance, there are mutants in their universe, but it's not superhero mutants, and it's not zombie apocalypse mutants or something like that. It's different. So I have to create the mutant class and defined and all that, and it's taking some time. I already did psionics, telepaths, telekinetics, and then there's cyborgs, mutants, and there's going to be one or two classes more. I'm in contact with. It's unofficial, but the writer of the book, it's a great guy, and he's given me some input. So it's going to be unofficial, but really close to their lore. Okay, you may want to try it once it's finished, once it's done. I have to help make dinner. I want dinner. What are you going to make for dinner, Nerdy? Yes, you have a great day too, Nerdy. You have a great day too. Yeah, in the cartoons department, we also need to find people doing their stuff. We also need to find them because it's not. It doesn't look so bright. The immediate future. But anyway, let's keep on talking about the good stuff and not talk about the sad stuff. I'm going to make a video, especially about tabletop RPGs. I'm going to try to put some of the options that I like more and why do I like them. And well, if you want to buy it, you can buy it. Some are totally free, some are pay what you want. Because I'm a poor bastard. I don't have all that money, so I can't buy comics and RPGs and this and that. So I'm going to try and help people that are just as poor as me to get into the hobby without getting fucked in the ass with the money. There's a lot of options. Okay, it's not only D&D. It's the well-known option, but it's not the only option, and not on. And I'm not talking about Pathfinder either, or Rune Quest, or Hero Quest, or no. Shadowrun, no. There's other options. There's other options around there. You could, if you're not totally new to tabletop RPGs, you should go find Old School Renaissance Handbook and the Old School Hack. Okay, you should go try it. And there was also Open Quest. That's another good option too that you could try, and that it's free. You know, it's free, just like Mazes and Minotaurs. It's free. And for kids that want to get into playing but don't have a GM and don't know how to be a GM, you could give them Dungeon Plunging, totally free. Okay, it comes with the books and some paper minis. Okay, so it's a good way to get them into playing. And Dungeon Plunging has it's 29 pages. Okay, it comes the system. It's D4 to D20 with a lot of D6. That's what it says in the book. Okay, it's not I who's saying that. It's exactly what it says in the book. And it has here. Okay, it comes with an example of a map and gridded. Yeah, it's everything the kids would need to play except the dice. Okay, it has beasts, elementals, humans, dwarfs, witches, monsters. What's this? Oh yes, more monsters. Oh, but this is the stats for the monsters, and the minis are funny. Okay, the minis are funny, so you could even print this and give it in to poor kids, so they can play. It's something that you could do. That it's a good thing to do. All for the good stuff. Yes, I'm also all for the good stuff. Yes. Yes, we need. I'm trying to see if. Let me see. Let me see, because he was supposed he was going to join me. Control C. Let me send him the link so he can join me. He said that about 7. It's not like if it's very well. Yeah. So he might come join. Fuck. It's easier to roast a book, than to talk about the good stuff without serious preparation. But I had a lot of stuff to do, so sorry. Next week, I promise it will be better organized. And what have you seen or found lately, guys, that you can recommend? Well, I do worry. I don't like to just jap my mouth and don't say anything either either funny or that could maybe help you guys to find something that you may like or you may want to read, you know. So let's see. Aquaman has been great. I'm behind about 4 books, but has been great. I don't think it's gone down in quality. I also like it a lot. Kick Ass. I know. I have bad taste, but I like it. Kick Ass a lot. I have yet to read the last book, but I have liked it a lot. What else have I liked? Did I already told you about the Vampirella Savage Tales? That's really good book. Really, really, really good book. Oh, Blin. Yes, Blin. It's a terror book. It's on print. You could find it in stores. It's from Caliber Comics, and the author is John A. Colunga. Really good book, Blin. Yes, and there was another. It Looks Back. It Looks Back. It's also a terror book and a horror book. You could go check it out. Really good book too. It Looks Back. Yes, that was another book that I liked recently. What else have I read lately that I liked? Something that wasn't from white straight males. Oh, the American American mythology. American mythology. It's called American mythology. Let me see. Where do I have it? Where are you? American mythology. Yes, American mythology has been published in Edgar Rice Burroughs. Really good books. Really good books. Yes. So Shadows, books that you can recommend, games, cartoons, movies, anything, man. You're welcome. It's not only my show; it's your show too, guys. That's why I'm never going to put what's in it's the super chats. I'm never using super chats. Never, 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 never. I either see you and read what you say and answer you, or I don't. But it's not because you give me money. It's because I didn't see it. You know. So what else have I been reading lately that I was liking a lot? was I reading lately? Oh, a contract with God by Will Eisner. You should go buy it. It's not going to be cheap. You can find it in Amazon. It's a really great book. You should go buy that if you have the money, of course. If you don't, well, you don't, you know. But it was a really good book. Of course, Mech Cadet You, of course, yes, Mech Cadet You, and Mr. Simonson told me that his book about Thor was about to be released again. It's from who was the publisher? It's not Boom, is it? No, it's not Boom. It's not that Dark Horse. It's not Dynamite. IDW. Yes, Ragnarok. It's the name of the book. So far have been 12 issues. Okay, it's in volumes. Volume 1, it's issues 1 to 6. Volume 2, issues 7 to 12. And he's about to release volume 3. You don't know what you have missed for not having read this book. You want to read a good Thor book? Go buy this. Great, great book. A really great book. Okay? It's a really, really, really great book. Oh, and I found Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest, The Journey Continues. It's not new. Okay, it's not new, but I just found it. It's from IDW, but it's not new. It was from, I don't know, 2014, I think, maybe. But it's just as fun as the movie. Just as fun as the movie, really. So you could go buy that. Dragon Arrow? What's Dragon Arrow? Ragnarok. Like in the end of times for the Viking gods. Ragnarok. Let me. Ragnarok, like that. It's my English, I know. I know. No problem, ma'am. I know that my English is not good. So, no problem. But these are great books. You can find them in the store, in the IDW store. Okay, it's from Simonson. What was his name? Simonson. Walter Simonson. Walter Simonson. He's the writing and drawing the book. Really good stuff. Okay, I can't wait to read the next issue 13. Okay, and it's been forever, I think. It's been forever since the last issue. But that was really, really good. Let me see how goes the ferryman. Still the same. Still the same. Okay. So, oh, it's great. You don't know. You don't know. No, 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 no. That book is top notch. Top notch. Really. You, if you haven't read it, you don't know what you're missing. It's that good. Okay. It's that good, and it's from a legend, Walter Simonson, and he's a great person. Besides, oh yes, Sword of Ages 2, Sword of Ages. Another book you people need to find and read. It's not from last week, but anyway, Sword of Ages, another great book. Yes, of course, from the New Age of Heroes. Of course, of course, of course. There's Damash. I love it. Sideways. I like it. Silencer. Great book. Cave Carson. No. No, no, no. Cave Carson. No. The Brave and the Bold has been great so far. From Valiant. Shadowman, XO, and XO, Shadowman, and Ninja K. Yes, Ninja K. That's the name, Ninja K. Giants. Giants is another good book. Has been really great. The Scream Show. If you are not reading it, you don't know what you are missing. The 12th, the same thing. The Wicked Riches, I haven't read it, so I don't know. That's something I need to read still. Which one did I like? Oh, Imaginary Fiends. Yes, it's like kind of imaginary friends, but fiends, imaginary enemies, something like that. It's the meaning, I think. Imaginary fiends. How do you pronounce it? I don't know. Fiends. Yes. And what else I'm all hyped? What else I'm all hyped for? Oh yes, West Coast Avengers. I'm all hyped for that book. Yes. Green Lanterns. Green Lanterns. Go buy Green Lanterns. Okay, go buy Green Lanterns. It's a great book. It's another book you need to read. You don't know what you're missing if you're not reading that book. And of course, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Same. You don't know what you're missing if you're not reading that book. What else? What else? What else? Almost no, it's 20 minutes yet, and he's not. He's not coming on board. Let's see if Florence can, or if some of you guys want to jump in, just tell me. Who isn't hyped? Yes, everybody. XO Man of War. Yes, I have been reading XO. It has been great. And yes, I'm all hyped for Kelly Thompson's newest hit. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great. I'm going to see if I can buy one or two issues just to roast it. Just to roast it, just to have fun like that. Or maybe not, because I don't have that much money to be roasting books, you know. What else? Agent 47, Birth of the Hitman. Agent 47, Birth of the Hitman. Great book. Great, great book. Got lost in all the drama too. What else have I been reading that I liked? Well, I mean, Judge Dredd and 2000 AD, of course, but I mean, who doesn't? So I'm a little scared about Superman, but well, let's see what the future has in store for us. What else was I reading that I liked? There was another one, I think. Well, uh, all but the Batman books except Batgirl. And I do mean all, even Batman and the Signal. It's not the best of the bunch, but at worst is meh, and sometimes it gets from 3 to 3.5 to maybe even 4 in some issue. Most often than not, the 3.5 out of 5. What else was I reading that I loved? What else was I reading that I love? Black as Fuck, of course. Yes, I love that book. God, Judge Dredd is so good. No, Judge Dredd, it's the law. That will be most of the series reviewers rusting her book. Yes, I think so. Yes, 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 yes. Black as fuck. Hey, Florence, you gonna jump in or not? I sent you the link, I think. Or I only sent you the link to see it, not to join. I only sent you the link for to watch the video, yes? I think so. Let me control C. Okay. Send you the other link, Florence. Wanna join? Come aboard. Shadows, wanna come aboard or not? Florence, babysitting. Tehirim, how are you, man? Yeah, I need help, man. I don't know what else to talk about. I already covered all the books that I have read lately that I loved. I already talked about some tabletop RPGs that I like and recommend. I don't know what else I can talk about. I need help. Help! Help me! What else do I? Planning on catching up on some trade paperbacks. Which ones? Which ones are you going to read? And you really just get up, man? Really? What time is it there? You in Australia? Electra, Wolverine Soul Taker. Those are old as fuck, man. Oh God, you're going to really love that, man. That's so good. Yes. Electra, the complete collection by Peter Milligan. Yes, you're going to love that. The Green Lantern books are great as always. Just great. Both the Green Lanterns and the Hal Jordan book. Both of them great books. Very well, Shadows. Thank you for dropping by. See you later in the interwebs. I'm still waiting to see my god pal Florence jumps in, or if what was your name, Brandon? Yeah, if Brandon comes aboard also. See you later, Shadows. The Hispanic girl is Jessica, and the Muslim guy it's Simon Bass, and Jessica Cruz. That's their names, Florence. They are the main characters in Green Lanterns, and has been great. It has been great from issue 1. There has been a couple of issues here and there that you say, but not bad, just. But then in the next issue, it picks up again. So it has been great. The worst comics I ever read. Worst comics I ever read. Oh, God. There was one where Spider-Man is fighting with a guy that has stilts. I don't remember the name, but that's his power. His his he has a suit that makes his legs go taller. That's all he does. It was so bad, so bad. And then there was a Mexican comic. It was called Carmatron y los Transformables. And it was so bad. The author ended up making a cult around his comic book. Oh, God. But the opposite, the greatest books I have ever read, it was Kingdom Come. Horror movies? Depends. The last good horror movie I saw, was Elm Street 1 and 2. And then, meh, they don't scare me. Or maybe it was The Lost Boys, whichever was the last one of those. I don't remember the dates, but it was either The Lost Boys or Elm Street. That was the last good horror movie. I don't scare so easy, and I don't like it when it's meh, you know. And of course, Dracula from Bram Stoker. I like the movie, but it's not a horror movie, really. I didn't ever thought that I should be scared in any way, at any time during the movie. Yes, The Lost Boys was a great movie. Anya, was it Anya? Yes, I think it was Anya that still can't eat white rice because of one scene in that movie. But whichever one was the last one, either The Lost Boys or Elm Street, that's the last good horror movie I have ever seen. They haven't made anything that I say, oh, that's scary. Not a single one. Or could it be Poltergeist, if Poltergeist was last? But my problem is that I don't remember the dates. But if you like horror movies, you should go buy the books that I was talking about. The ah, Ashcan Anthology, 6-8, and Neoteric in Comics Central. You're going to spend about $3, less than $3, and those are great books. Or you could also go find Blin, or if not Blin, the other book it was It Looks Back. Those you can find in comic books, in comic book stores. If you find them, those are great horror movies. Well, it's not a horror movie, but you know what I mean. There's a little cat for you to see what we talk about. So if we talk about too much horror, you don't get scared. The new Venom movie, yes, but if I don't see it, you know, if I catch it until it's out on DVD, I have no problem with that. Yeah, I was going to put a picture of from Oslo, but I can't find it. So there you have. There you have it. You can go. You can watch the pussy while we talk. She's holding the. People are roasting the Shira cartoon, and it's not even out yet. If you hear a strange noise, is also snoring. Terminator movies. Oh yes, please, yes, yes. Stop with Terminator. Stop with Aliens. Stop with Predator. Stop with the remakes. Make new stuff. Not watching any new Star Wars either, because I'm planning on getting a bunch of spaghetti westerns and spaghetti easterns. Someone was telling me, recommended me a few spaghetti easterns with samurais and karate and stuff. And I'm planning on getting them, finding them, and making a marathon here in my house. You mean Terminator? Yes, yes. They should have stopped it there. Not they never had. They shouldn't have made the tree. But money, greed. They want your money, just like in Star Wars. The search for your dollars. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Yes, I saw it. I saw the three movies. It's a trilogy. It's for a fistful of dollars, for a few dollars more, and the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think, or I might be missing another name around there because the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly has another different name. I don't remember if it's for a few dollars or for a few more dollars. I don't remember which one is. But that's a trilogy. It's three movies. You need to see them all. It's a great spaghetti western. The best spaghetti western ever, in my opinion, of course. Yeah, and Bloodborne. If you like the game, you're going to like the comic. Bonehead, of course. I don't know if I missed the book or if it's not out issue 4 yet. Uh, I'm trying to save money because there's a bunch of humanoids books that I want to buy, but oh, come on. Those are not cheap. No, no, not cheap at all. Oh God. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Please don't. Oh, oh, it hurts. Oh. Deadman was great. All 6 issues. Doesn't matter what anybody said. I don't care. It was great. All 6 issues. Sorry. Sorry. I haven't slept well in a few days. There was another. There was another book from the Hellboy universe. I don't remember the name right now. But there's another book from the Hellboy, of course, and the other book. I'm not going to be able to remember the name. And of course, Future Quest. Every single one. I don't like it. What do you think of each film in the trilogy? I like the three of them. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Bleh. Meh. It's not for me. I don't see the appeal. The same goes for Magic. I don't see the appeal. Now, Warhammer, if I had the money, oh man, you don't know. If I had the money, oh God. Of course, there's Hammer, but you need people that are willing to play with you using that. And I'm betting there's not that many. Okay, Brandon is about to join the call too. Let me stop sharing this. Okay, gonna join the stream in a second. Keep talking. I'm talking. I'm talking. I don't know how to do anything else but talk, 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 talk. I talk like a parrot. At least that's what my grandma used to say. The ferryman, how's the Kickstarter going? Just the same, yeah. Still, he's not going to make it. Sadly, he's not going to make it. I found it too late. I'm not going to be able to help him, and it's really really sad that I won't be able to help him. Just one spectator. Who's there still? Who's still there? Tehilim, you still there? Who's there? Nerdy is not. Shadows went away too. So it's either Polo or Tehilim. Who's there?
Oh, hi.
Hey, Florence. How are you, man?
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I didn't see the I didn't see the link that you gave me. I didn't think it.
No problem.
Yeah, I didn't get a notification for it.
No problem. No problem. Speak louder. I almost can't hear you.
What? You can hear me now, right?
Yes, barely.
Let me see.
I think it's about where your mic is, or you're speaking too low. I don't know. Either you have either you have the mic too.
Oh, what?
Too away from your mouth, or you're talking too low.
I'll try speaking louder. Is this working?
It's the same.
Let me try if I can adjust the sound. See if how that works.
What have you read lately?
Let me see. I'm only reading a art tutorial book, but that's.
What have you seen? A movie? What have you played? Anything that's geek?
I saw Dead Wake a few days ago. It was all right. This movie on Netflix, a horror movie on Netflix. It was a movie about like sleep paralysis. I don't know if you know about that. Where yeah, it was I like that. That was a part of the movie. I just didn't think that they made a great movie. You know, like the third act was just kind of it's kind of like Wonder Woman, where it's like the first two parts are okay, but then the last part is where the movie kind of
you're going to have to report yourself to the re-education camps. Okay, that's heresy. Speaking ill of Wonder Woman's movie.
Yeah. Dead Wake was alright, but then I wanted to see another scary movie, so I watched this other one called Intruder, and like 30 minutes in, and I already hate. I don't know if I hate it. I knew that like 30 minutes in, it was gonna waste my time because the beginning of the movie, like not even 5 minutes, and the guy already kills someone, and then in the next part of the movie, the main character, he just like spends 25 minutes, like he spends the whole day in her house. Like, why don't you just kill her like 5 minutes like you did with the other girl, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, that happens a lot in scary movies. I'm just kind of starting to realize it now.
It's why one of the things I was telling you, most of the horror movies don't scare me.
Yeah,
Not anymore. The most they can do is to make you jump because there was a jump
yeah,
scene, where someone, wow, yes, of course, you jump, but it's not scary, not really.
annoying.
Yeah, annoying, yes. Scary, no.
Yeah, that's what Dead Awake had. It had a lot of these really, it had a lot of the jump scares in it, and like I don't usually mind jump scares a lot, but like you do it when it's like yeah, you do jump scares when you kind of let's just say you kind of make the jump scare you make it obvious that you didn't that you're gonna like do a jump scare and then it happens and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Uh to be honest, it's like cartoon shows actually are kind of like you ever seen Scooby-Doo or Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Courage, I never liked, not really.
Uh but like Scooby-Doo, did it ever scare you when you were a kid?
Scooby Doo, I watched it. It wasn't one of my favorite shows
Hmm.
back then. I liked it a lot more as a grown up than as a kid.
Hmm. Yeah.
As a kid, I wanted to see Space Ghost. I wanted to see Birdman. I wanted to see the Galaxy Trio. You know,
Oh yeah. Uh by the way, how'd you what'd you think of that Birdman drawing I did on Twitter?
what Birdman?
Oh no, I don't think you can. I don't think you need to know what it is.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I didn't see it, man.
Oh,
Jump it quickly because if my wife sees that, she's going to kill me. So I didn't
oh,
see it.
that's okay.
I didn't see it. What are those chibis?
Um, they're supposed to be for the first
Not the
Saturday.
ones you're doing, the ones you are to the right.
Oh, they're from this artist called Junior Pencil. I really like his art style. So
You need to
I'm kind
send
of
me the name.
uh yeah, Junior
Send me
Pencil.
the
It's
name in a DM in Twitter later, not right now.
oh, okay.
It's nothing that important or that urgent.
Yeah. Uh yeah, I really like his art style. I've been trying to I wanted to emulate it a while back, but I couldn't I didn't really I couldn't really do it, but now I kind of am seeing some tutorials from his and now it's kind of easier.
Mm, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Someone actually told me that my art style kind of looks like his, so I kind of thought I would look into it.
Well, it depends because you have two or three different styles.
Yeah. It usually changes. It depends on what the person wants.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Uh,
know. So, what are you playing this Friday?
This Friday. Wait, it's not Friday. Wait.
Today is Friday.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
What are you
Okay. I
playing?
thought. I'm just you're talking about D&D.
Yes. Are you? Are you going to play D&D or not?
We should be ready in like the next hour or so. I have to.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, hi.
What? Oh, hey, Brandon. How are you, man?
Doing pretty good.
Ah, what have you read lately?
So right now I'm reading a John Burns run on She-Hulk.
Oh,
It's
that
a
was great.
huge collection. Yeah, I think I read like the first 2 or 3 issues. It's a pretty big read. I read Sideways, the Hal Jordan and Green Lantern recent comic. It's been pretty good right now. And let's see what else. What else did I get? I got a couple other things. Some the '90s X Force, late '90s X Force comics,
Yes.
and I think that might have been it. Might have been 1 or 2 other books at the moment. I can't remember. But that was. Oh, and I got the last issue of Batman White Knight. So I've got all 8 issues. It was pretty good. Hopefully, we'll get a
I
volume
was
2.
hoping, I was waiting to have the whole run to start really reading it,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Did you read it, Florence?
Oh, White Knight.
Batman White Knight?
Honestly, I haven't really. I've been trying to. I just haven't been able to get to it. Like with Doomsday Clock, I haven't gotten to that either. It's kind of like I wait for a lot of the comics that a lot of people are reading. I kind of wait for them to get into trade paperback.
Cheaper, no? It's cheaper that way.
Sort of cheaper, but it's also like a little bit of a time saver, kind of.
Yeah, and not all the people can be waiting a month to read the next chapter. Not everybody can enjoy it like that.
Oh yeah.
I love it, but not everybody can. Not everybody can. But I didn't want to read the White Knight in chapters because I wanted to give it a fair try. And if I start reading issue 1 and I don't like it, I was going to throw everything to the trash. Yeah, really, really, that's me.
I think I will be honest though, Doomsday Clock, as much as I like it, that whole bi-monthly thing has been really ruining it for me. So I'm on the verge of just dropping it from my pull list, to be honest with you. I got the first.
Doomsday Clock is being dropping once every 2 months.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's that here in Mexico, when you say bi-monthly, you mean that once every 2 months. But there in the USA, you say that, and you can mean also once every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, bi-weekly and bi-monthly.
Yeah, and you use bi-monthly. I mean, you in the USA, not you. In the USA,
okay.
you use bi-monthly to mean bi-weekly.
Mm.
I have found, to my surprise.
Oh yeah, it's weird because Doomsday Clock, I actually might drop that and just pick it up as a trade because it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, at that rate, I can just get some other comic and put it to my pull list because, in all honesty, I mean, the thing's going to be 12 issues apparently, right? So that means if it's coming out every other month or whatever, that means it won't wrap up till like what, spring of next year, maybe
around that. Yes.
So a whole year before the comic wraps up.
Around that, and then I'm really. It was coming out once a month, the first 2 issues.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why, maybe because of metal. they went by monthly.
Or it might be Gary Frank's art. He might not have been able to keep up
I don't know why, but they did, and it's been long wait. Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and I'll actually forget. Like when I was like when I would come by and like, oh yeah, Doomsday Clock. Oh, that came out this month. I forgot all about that. And then start reading
Yeah.
it because it's such a story, focused book that if you don't pay attention, you'll kind of miss certain things.
I stopped reading it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just kind of gave
the
up
last
on
two
it.
issues.
Yeah, I
haven't read the last two issues because of that. Because come on, I have to wait 2 months for the next issue.
Yeah, they're probably hoping they make their money back on trades because at this rate, they really just kind of burn themselves on doing that.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Because yeah, so I've actually started kind of getting more trades. So I got Nightwing: The New Order. I picked that up in trade, and that was worth it. That was pretty good.
Yes, it's a great book. It was Secret Empire done right.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that.
Yes, it's true. It's Secret Empire done right.
Yeah, it's and not only that, I think so. I've been checking out certain other trades, right? So I had my shop to order Velocity, which is a sequel to Hunter Killer, Cyber Force, whatever.
Oh yes, I know which one are you are talking. I'm not buying it, but I know what you are talking about.
And with Power Girl, which apparently was like some JSA issues and the first 12 issues of the Amanda Connor run. And I was trying to figure out, I was like, why she hasn't been doing it in 2 years? But apparently someone said like she had an accident, like broke her wrist or something. So she hasn't been able to keep up with, doing monthly books. So she's basically just been doing covers.
Who the
Excuse me. Amanda Connor.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So that's why they sent Power Girl to the. I don't know where they sent her.
I don't think anyone knows. She showed up in Deathstroke in like one page, and somebody sent me a picture. And apparently, in some other book, a Green Lantern book, she was just in the background, like some other superheroes that had been like kidnapped or sent to another dimension, and that was like it, no explanation.
Yeah,
so,
and she went to another dimension, but it was only her mind or her spirit or I don't know what shit. And somebody stole her body or something like that, and that was it. I haven't.
I don't know either.
I am about a month behind in my reading, in most of the books. So I don't know. I might be. I may be missing something somewhere.
I think I was having this conversation with some of the people, and we were saying if some of these books would just be better off left alone, as much as we would hate to admit it. Like I would love to get another Huntress Power Girl book because I got a couple issues of those, and it's pretty good. I enjoy it, and certain other books, but it's almost as if at the moment certain people just don't know how to write the characters. Like Amanda O'Connor and her husband, she was doing the art, right, and her and her husband were doing the writing, so it kind of had that humor to it.
Yeah.
Same thing with John Byrne, She-Hulk, and certain characters. You need to have the right team on the book. You just can't have somebody write a Power Girl book. Otherwise, it'll just be boring. They don't know what to do with it. Certain other stories. I mean, let's say the current run of She-Hulk / Hulk that got canceled in the way they've written She-Hulk.
I don't think that every character needs to have his own book.
That is true. I will agree with that. Like
I think that you need, I don't know, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern. Who else?
Aquaman's been struggling, but I've been hearing
Aquaman. No. Aquaman has been great.
I was actually wondering, but like Would you guys want to say like Constantine, Deadman, Zatanna, just all in Justice League Dark, or just certain ones get their own comics?
They are, if I'm not mistaken, they are about to get their own book again. After this, the whole no justice stuff is done, I think they are going to get their book again. But I might be wrong again because I don't remember where I read that.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
I may be wrong.
be
But I
honest,
think they are about to get their book, and it depends in how they do the book. There was a great run with Constantine, and then there has been some not so good, and the same goes for almost everybody. That's why what I was saying. In the case of Batman, for instance, I would have Batman, Detective, Batwoman, and maybe Nightwing, maybe. Because you can always have only Batman, Batwoman, just because if not, who's going to start screaming. Batman, Batwoman, and Detective. And in Detective, instead of being about Batman, you make it about Gotham. So in Detective, there's Nightwing, and there's The Question, and there's a spoiler. I would do it like that. I would do it like that. I mean, Superman, the same. You need Superman Action Comics, and nothing else really. In Action Comics, I would make that book for Supergirl, for Superboy,
I was
and then maybe have one or two books that are for anthologies. Yes, DC Comics presents, and you have I don't know, 4, 5, 6 issues with The Question, for instance, and it's one run, just that, and the Question wins, and the next issue is, I don't know, another C-lister. Brandon, another C-lister. Brandon.
I'm trying to think. Maybe another C-list superhero. I guess Huntress, maybe.
Huntress, for instance, and you have Huntress again in I don't know, 3, 4, 6 issues, and then you change again, and you have, I don't know, Plastic Man.
I was wondering, but if you, let's say either Damian or John, they would have to be either in Super Sons or in Teen Titans, right? Or for John, he would have to be in Superman, and Damian, he would only be in Batman.
That's another thing. You have the same character in too many books. Because Damian is in Batman, is in Detective, is in Teen Titans, is in Super Sons, and sometimes in Nightwing and in Batwoman. Come on.
I'd say leave Damian and John. Well, I don't know if they could get rid of Super Sons and then just have both of them be in Titans and just leave it like that.
I don't know. I would keep both, because you could have a Super Sons be kind of a second Teen Titans book. But it's about when they go together, you know. And I don't know, for instance, you could have sometimes, it's not the son of anybody, but sometimes Wally, the younger one, could be there, or Aqualad, that it's the son of Black Manta, you know. Make it like a rolling roster, not always the same two, you know, like a focus on two characters book, but it's kind of a part of Teen Titans.
They need to have like a. They need to have a.
You have a Superboy in Teen Titans too.
No, that sounds like a lot to throw in teams, because I think the problem is I think DC is struggling just to have a team book in itself. I mean, the Justice League with the main pantheon of superheroes is struggling to sell. So at this point, I think they're probably just trying to focus on having those main books to sell well before they start, shuffling other things around.
Yeah. I know what you are saying. We are talking about how would we do it, and I would do it like that, to have Super Sons be kind of a second book for Teen Titans. But again, you have Titans, and then you have Teen Titans, and then you have Justice League, and then you have Justice League America. So too many books. Again, too many books. Make it less books. And if you want to focus in some other characters, have the DC Comics Presents. That I think it's going to be the DC Nation book. I think they are going to use it like that, to showcase different characters that don't have their own books.
Did you think it was a bad idea to do the Age of Heroes then, since that's like adding a whole bunch of extra books instead of focusing on the characters they already?
Not really, because it's not the same books. It's how do I? Those are books for people that can't get on board with Batman or Superman or the older heroes, either because they don't want to learn the lore, or because they don't like the book, you know. I think those are books that it's not Marvel superheroes, the DC way, no, but it's DC superheroes trying to pick the Marvel fans that are not happy with Marvel right now, you know. And it's also for people that are not into comics because they don't want to learn 70 years of history. So if that people exist, go for it and make books for them. Just don't fuck me in the ass. And of course, not all of those books are going to be forever, you know. I'm betting half of them are going to be 12 issues tops. The market is going to tell you which ones.
Like, so far I've been enjoying Sideways, but I think a big part of that is because Kenneth Rockefeller's doing the art. So I think the art's really carrying that book. I think if someone were to, they switched off another artist that wasn't on his level or style, that actually would probably hurt the book a little bit.
The story has been picking up, and in the last issue, yes, in the last issue, you suddenly notice that he's not Spider-Man.
Yeah, he screws up. Like
he's not Spider-Man. He's more like Silver Surfer on training.
So why Silver Surfer?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Why Silver Surfer?
Why Silver Surfer? Because the spoilers, 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 spoilers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Okay, if you're still listening, you want to hear the spoilers. Okay, if you don't, jump around, I don't know, about a minute or two. I don't think I'm going to take more than that. But okay, here come the spoilers. Because the guy that shows in the last page is the guy that was trying to kill him, but he's not trying to kill him anymore. He tells him he's going to train him to use his powers to save the multiverse. Okay?
Wait,
so
what?
I don't think he's going to be a street hero. He's going to be a cosmic hero. So it's going to be kind of like a Silver Surfer, or if you want, what
Sounds
was
like
the
a
name of the
Robin
son
something.
of Captain Marvel? Genghis.
Yeah, I could probably see that because the Oh, can y'all hear me?
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I see. I hear you.
Yeah, I think it's probably now that you bring that up. Yeah, but I was kind of confused about that because the first time you see him, he tries to kill the guy, he escapes, right? And then he shows up the last page of that issue, and he's asking him for help. So I'm assuming they're going to explain that because I was like, it almost felt like I missed an issue, or there was like an issue in between those that like I missed or something. Something
Well, we
happened.
missed something, but we miss it because it's not been shown in the books.
Yeah.
Something happened that we don't know what, and this guy is now going to train sideways in the use of his powers to save the multiverse.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that since he's opening portals and stuff like that. I could see that as him like hopping between dimensions because there was as much as he messes up, he actually knows how to use his powers pretty well. Because that guy swapped powers with him, right? I forget what his name was. And he like started opening rifts or whatever, and he didn't know to like not like touch himself when he does it. So he basically like just
Blow
disintegrated
himself up. Yes.
So yeah, like they're showing a little bit more of like he does more than kind of teleporting. He can also open portals to like other like like how the dude used the flames or whatever. He can open a portal and like make a portal reappear wherever he wants. So I could see that being pretty neat. And then also talking about the whole, I guess because of the rifts just like affecting the dimension or some weird kind of like scientific explanation or whatever. So
Yeah.
that could be pretty neat, especially having this guy training him. We could probably see more more ways he can use his powers because he does have enhanced strength and reflexes and all that type of stuff. They did mention that. I just kind of
Yes,
forgot.
and his skin is harder.
Yeah,
He's almost bulletproof.
yeah. So I do enjoy the book. I'm gonna keep on picking it up. I was gonna get Red Hood and the Outlaws, but it was sold out. I don't know if anyone's read that. Maybe they can tell me what exactly was the reason. Was it because people were expecting Bizarro to die in this issue or something, or was it because it's on the cover?
Which one?
Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Oh, I haven't read it. I have it, but I haven't read it. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
Both the shops I went to.
Give me a few days, and I get back to you.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Because I
Maybe we can talk it in the next week.
Okay, because I wasn't able. I went to one shop, they sold out. I went to another one, they sold out. So I might stop by this other shop on the way coming from somewhere to see if they have. If they don't, I'm just gonna have to wait like another week or two until they restock the shelves or whatever.
Yeah, they are going to make a second printing, almost for sure. But I don't know, man. I honestly I haven't read it. I have it, but I haven't read it yet. I haven't read it yet, and I haven't read the last 4 issues of Red Hood.
It's actually funny. I don't know if I told Joe this. I probably mentioned it in a video or something, or maybe with someone else. But when Kenneth Rockford had left the project, and this is before I knew who Dexter Soy was. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna drop this book. You know, like I wasn't gonna drop it. I was just a little annoyed because I was like, who, you know, normally when you have an artist like that, the person's not on that same level, or they change the style so, you know, the style change is so drastic that it doesn't even feel like the same book. But when Dexter Soy came on, I was almost kind of like, I have a hard time imagining someone else other than these two guys working on it. But besides that, I like Artemis. Artemis is actually becoming one of my favorite.
She's
Not
bad.
new, she came out in the 90s, but she's becoming one of my favorite characters. And I'm not a Bizarro fan, but I like the way they've written them so far in the story. So Jason Todd is not one of my favorite, you know, characters, but it's kind of like the way they write them and in the situation of the comic
Has been working.
I just really enjoy it.
Yes, has been working very good.
Yeah, and it's funny because I think a lot of people got burned with the new 52 run, and I liked the first 15 issues with Ken Rocafort and whatever. After that, they did some Red Hood and Outlaws year one thing, but I do have to admit, one of the common concerns and criticisms was the way they ripped Starfire, and I have to admit that they didn't do a good job of writing her. But besides that, I liked it.
They made her a slut.
Yeah. Yeah, like she didn't even remember. It's like, oh, who's Dick Grayson? I don't know who that is. I was like, oh, are you serious? Are we doing this, guys? But yeah, Red Hood and Outlaws is definitely one of my favorites. I'm enjoying it a lot more than. Oh, before I forget, have any of y'all read Death or Glory issue 1 by
No. No.
No? Okay, okay. So I don't know if y'all have heard much about it, but the artist, have you seen what the cover looks like?
No.
Okay, I'll send y'all some.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, the guy, his name is Bengal. He's done a lot of like.
Show me the cover, Florence.
Here. Wait, can you hear me right now? Because
I can hear you, but make the cover bigger.
Yeah. If you want to click at the top left one and like it's like the first couple covers. A couple of them are variants.
Right here.
Yeah.
Or
Wait. Okay. Oh, I saw that in the store, but I didn't buy it.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. So the thing was, I wanted to get something by Bingo because I like his art, but he's done some stuff with a publisher called Magnetic Press, right? And
Yes.
I wanted to try out some of his stuff, but they were self-contained graphic novels, but they were like $20, and that's not even including shipping. And for something that I don't know if I'm gonna like or not, or if I don't even get a chance to flip through it, I'm not willing to just blow off $20 on something.
Yes, I know.
So this was like an easier jump in point. So to give you like a quick synopsis, it's basically the woman on the cover. Her name's Red. That's just that's just her given name. That's not a real name, but her name's Red. Or was it something else? But anyway, yeah. So she basically is taken in by this guy. There are a bunch of like grease monkey gearheads and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Drag racing and all that type of stuff. And the guy is basically dying from cancer or something. He needs a liver transplant. So she initially starts off with her, making this car, custom building it to basically rob somebody. And you find out her ex-husband is involved with some mob bosses and all this type of stuff. So it's kind of like Gone in 60 Seconds meets Driver meets kind of like some standard mob movie from like the 70s and 80s, right?
Yeah.
So it's from her perspective, and she's basically trying to rob these guys. Now things don't go according to plan. I'm trying to give the synopsis of the first issue without spoiling it, so I'm kind of glazing over certain things. And she ends up finding herself rolled into something that she was not expecting. So things get a lot more complicated. And the first issue is a full, it felt like a full 30-page comic. there was a lot of stuff going on. It was worth the money. It's $5 though, $4.99. So I know some people were not really cool with that, but I felt like compared to a lot of other Marvel books and how DC's, they're gonna bump up the prices, I would say try the first issue and see what you think. I'm still kind of on the fence or not if I want to get issue 2, just because I don't know if the rest of the issues are gonna be like shorter. And since issue 1 was a big deal, they made it a full page comic without any teasers for other books. But if the rest of the issues are pretty good, I might keep them, get them in single issues, and just drop Doomsday Clock and another book off my pull list that I'm not really that into.
Yeah, I know. And speaking of the price bump from DC, I might have to drop some books too.
Yeah, I mean, like, and especially like the only reason why I started picking up Hal Jordan Lantern Corps, which I mean, it's not the only reason I really enjoy it, but the thing is that, Batman White Knight's wrapped up, so I can start picking that book up. I'm gonna drop Doomsday Clock, so I might go ahead and get Death or Glory to fill that void. But now I'm just kind of at the point, if the book's not really good, there's so many other good titles and trades and stuff I can get. I'm starting to kind of drop books that I'm not that crazy about. Like I want to jump back into Wonder Woman, but I'm so behind on that Doomsday arc that I might as well just wait for the trade come in, which hopefully will be in the maybe next 3 months.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And what do you think about what they did with John? That now he has the ultraviolet and the infrared spectrum, and I don't know what shit.
Who? What?
John Stewart.
Are we talking about Green Lantern?
Yes, John Stewart. He now has
I got back on
Green Lantern anymore.
I got back on the Dark Stars art. So I had issue 34, and then I jumped back on an issue like 42, 43.
Oh, this isn't in. I don't think this was in Green Lanterns. I think this is in the No Justice. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Like I tell you, I am behind in all of my reading.
Okay.
Some it's 1 or 2 issues, and some is 4 issues. So I'm really behind in my reading.
Okay.
So I don't know. It might have
what the spectrum thing is. What exactly they said it was.
No, I don't know. I read it in the preview for No Justice.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know what I think. I haven't read it, so maybe they'll bring it up in the Green Lantern. Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps. Even the Green Lanterns comic with Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz. I was reading that, but I had to drop it because it was just getting crazy with so many books. Because back then, before I started getting more trades, I was reading Red Hood and the Outlaws, Batman White Knight, Mr. Miracle, Green Lanterns, Nightwing, Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps. Then I was getting Marvel 2-in-1, and I was getting John Malice Cable. I'm still getting Cable. I haven't gotten this recent issue. I might wait. I'm still on the fence whether I want to start collecting trades of it. And then I started getting some Image books, like some indie books. So I was getting like 15, and then that's not to even include back issues that I was going through the bins for. So I was like, it was getting crazy. So I had to start just cutting books off.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I was talking about they needing to cut in the book number.
Mm-hmm.
They have too many books still.
I think
they need to drop some books.
Not even just, and then also you have to consider the fact that people that are getting a lot of books, when they start hearing about the price bump, that's going to make them start, thinking, well, I might have to start cutting back on books. So in a way, they might kind of went out on the price bump, but people are going to stop getting certain books and waiting for trades because of that.
A lot of people are going to do that. Yes, I know.
Because of that. So that I think that was one of the things DC was doing so well that unfortunately Marvel hadn't done.
Yeah,
They're
but
not going to drop their
it's not
price.
all in their power.
Yeah.
What I think that DC should do really, they should go back to newsprint
A lot of
and
people.
drop the price.
I think some people have been saying things with newsprint, and I think for certain books, newsprint would work. But the way some of the digital art is for certain comics, I don't think newsprint will work for those. That's just me. Maybe it works for all of them, but if it's cheaper, then definitely do that because I'm probably going to start considering knocking some more books off with this because Doomsday Clock I'm probably going to call and just say, hey, drop it. But yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, there's still other things I want to catch up on. I want to finish the last 3 books of Nathan Never. Still waiting on Liberty Meadows Volume 4 to come in. So probably catch up on some manga that I hadn't read up on.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Florence?
What?
Oh, what stuff? What do you think about the price bump and everything? Is that going to cause you start getting less books, or you're probably going to just keep on buying what you have on your pull?
I actually haven't made a pull list. I've been I can't really go to the comic book store every. I can, let's just say if I go to a comic book store, I go every 3 to 4 months. So,
Oh,
well, I'm thinking of getting a pull list, but I just don't know what to get. That's kind of the issue.
If you're only going to the comic book store every 3 to 4 months, get the trade packs.
Yeah, that would be the best bet.
Get the trades, man. It's cheaper, and you still are going to go every 4 months. Get the trades.
Plus, I think that's kind of how it works with rotation. Like if you're going every 3 to 4 months, like basically every time you go to the shop, you'll have like collected trades of like the comics you want to read. So you'll always be getting like a full story every time. So in a way, you kind of actually went out on that.
Yeah.
Mystic Hue, that's out right now, right?
Yeah, I believe
Hey,
so.
Rebirth, how are you?
And some of these Death or Glory variants are amazing, dude.
Which one?
Death or Glory. Some of the variant covers are pretty dope.
I didn't. I heard you, but I didn't understand what you said.
No, I was just saying some of the covers are really good. The variant covers.
For what?
Death or Glory, that comic I was telling you about.
Oh, let me tell you, I gave up on variant covers in the 90s, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
They got me to hate variant covers because back then, honestly, they were making scratch and smell covers.
Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's
Okay? It was all a gimmick, trying to sell you another copy of the same fucking book, or a more expensive book because it had a silver and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I don't care. I collect the books because I like them, not because I want to make business with them.
For me, I don't buy extra copies of books. Now, the thing was, I read Mr. Miracle issue 1 digitally, and I never actually got the physical copy. And by the time I got around to try and get the physical copy, you could only get the director's cut, I believe.
Yeah.
So that's the one I have, the director's cut. So, but yeah, the covers look dope. So if there's ever a time when issue 2 comes out and I pick it, if there is a variant cover that I like, I will grab that one. But Bengal's art's really good, so it just depends whatever's there. But I'm not going to buy extra copies because of variants. I never do that.
Yeah,
I don't see a point.
yeah. Better. They would be better off if they sold me instead of trying to sell me variant covers, make the variant cover into a poster
Yeah, or
and
just the
sell me
fact
that.
that like Florence, like for you, when you get trades, you get all the variant covers in the trade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Generally, that's how that works. Not all the time, but generally you'll get variant covers in the back, like if they have like a gallery. So you still went out. So you get the variant covers and the whole story.
and for
Yeah.
less money
Yeah.
than the floppies.
So
Yeah. Let me see. Uh, I'm gonna have to see what kind of trades. Well, I don't know how often my comic gets trades shipped in or new ones. Like I don't know if they have Mystic U out already or if they're
I
not
don't
even
think
gonna
so.
order that.
It's
But
been it's too soon.
hmm.
Trade, it's about 6 issues, more or less.
mm,
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna go tomorrow, and I really want to get into the Hellboy series. So I don't know if you answered my last question, what books I should get for Hellboy.
well, I
Oh,
wouldn't
I
know.
didn't hear you, man.
So.
No, it was
Get
in
anything that you want. Hellboy is it's not really an ongoing, you know. So
well no, it was
if you get a first issue of an adventure, that's fine. Start with that.
well I was actually asking you in the chat, but I didn't think you'd see it. So
I still don't see it.
hmm.
Which chat?
the
Which one of the chats?
never mind.
Anyway, if you want, I can put together a list of the Hellboy books
Yeah, but
that you can pick.
I was wondering what kind of books you guys really like that I could get.
Um, I know. I think the first two or three trades of Red and the Outlaws art, is out. So I would suggest that. That's pretty good. I think Detective Comics. I collected the issues with Tim Drake coming back. I believe that trade's been out. And I think the first couple
Give me
issues
five.
of Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman was pretty solid. So those trades, I probably would suggest those. Oh, Green Lantern. Do you? I don't know. Do you read? Are you into Green Lantern?
Yeah, but I was more looking. Never mind.
Oh, sorry, we still didn't answer your question, huh?
Well, no, I was just. Hold on, I need to get a coffee right now. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, Rebirth, what's up? What you doing? What's been going on? So, hey, Geeky, you still there?
Um.
Yep.
What's Why did he mute himself?
Yep.
Why did he mute himself?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess he had to walk off and take care of something.
Hmm. Okay, but I was actually wondering, which, I mean, of the Hellboy books that you've read, which ones do you think I should read, or that are good?
That's what I was saying. I've never read it, so I'd probably be the wrong person to ask.
Hmm.
Maybe Geeky could probably help you out, or maybe Rebirth and Chats maybe read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pull the chat up right now.
Yeah.
What kind of trades do you have?
Who, me?
Yeah.
So right now I've only slowly started getting trades. So I have a Hunter Killer Cyber Force. I have I've been collecting like the couple volumes of Liberty Meadows. I have it's not a trade, it's like really graphic novel, Green Lantern Earth One. See Batman, Dark Prince Charming, and Nightwing New Order. So right now those are the only trades that I have. I only slowly started collecting. Well, not even collecting, just picking up issues of comics. Everything else are floppies. But because right now, to be honest with you, I'm just really waiting for that Wonder Woman trade to come out, which is taking forever, man. I think the last issue finally wrapped up, so it's probably going to be like 2 months. Probably won't be till August until I can get a physical copy. But yeah. Besides Hellboy, what else are you're interested in picking up and trade?
There's not really a lot of trades in DC at my comics. Well, I mean, not a lot as in there are trades at my comic store that I could get from DC. It's just that well, Red Hood and the Outlaws, I'm not sure if I mean, I could like it, but I mean, this is like 2009 Red Hood and the Outlaws, like no, not 2009. I think this is the new 52 Red Hood.
Oh yeah. I probably suggest starting with the Rebirth run.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked it, but it has a lot of flaws. But it's one of those things I just enjoy it, so I'm able to kind of overlook the flaws. But I think probably a good starting point is probably the Rebirth run, which is pretty great, to be honest with you. I think the first arc was basically them getting together as a group. And then after that was so I don't know if you know this Artemis. She like had left Themyscira. So there's like another pantheon with Amazons who were of like the Egyptian, god pantheon or whatever. So her friend basically ends up getting the bow of Ra and basically ends up becoming a villain. So it's them trying to, take her down or whatever. Formed up as a team. Then the arc after that is Bizarro basically becoming a genius. Lex Luthor's involved, so the story kind of explains that. So yeah, it's pretty fun if you're in like the B movie action type stuff. It's just a fun read with a lot of action and really good art.
How does he become a genius? They find out a crayon in his brain or something.
Oh, what happened?
Bizarro. How does he become a genius? They get crayon out of his brain or something.
So basically, what ends up happening, Bizarro and actually, it's actually pretty cool the way they do it. So what ends up happening, I forget the woman's name, the Amazon's name. She ends up using the bow of Ra, and it's too much power for her, whatever, and she's about to blow up like this um, like area in the Middle East, right? So Bizarro basically flies her up into space and saves everybody. But supposedly something had happened, and because he's like a jacked up, deteriorated, weaker version of Superman, and he's another clone, a failed clone. He slowly, like his body slowly deteriorate, right? So in the next issue, he's basically like I forget the night nurse, in the DC comics. I think her name's Leslie something.
Oh yes, I know who she
Yeah,
is.
so she's basically telling like, hey, he's got to stay down for a while because if he does anything, he could probably die. And what ends up happening if somehow I think Black Mask or somebody releases Solomon Grundy, and as strong as Artemis is, her and Jason can't take out Solomon Grundy. So pretty much what happens, Bizarro knows he's probably going to die and basically flies in to stop, Solomon Grundy from, killing Artemis and Jason Todd. But in doing that, that's like the last bit of strength he had, and he basically dies right there. And they go to Lex Luthor, and because Lex Luthor's still like a good guy at that moment. I don't know if he's changed. I haven't been reading the Superman comics. He basically ends up injecting him with kryptonite, like steroids and stuff like that, and doing some other stuff to him, which actually like kind of raises his intellect and strengthens his abilities and all that type of stuff. So he's kind of like supposed to be a perfect version of what Bizarro should have been, but he's still like a fraction version. So the thing is, he has a genius intellect, but he's slowly reverting back to the old version of Bizarro and may die. So that's where the current kind of story arc's right now. So he's basically pumping himself up with liquid kryptonite to kind of slow down the regressive stage and going back to Bizarro, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know that was like a huge information overload, but I basically kind of summarized like the first like 20.
No. It's great. It's great, man.
So like when you say like, oh yeah, Bizarro is a genius now, people are like, oh, that's dumb. And I was like, well, when they explain it, it makes more sense. You gotta explain it first, otherwise they're like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is great, but I'm gonna have to head out. I actually got off a lot later than I thought I would, but I said I was gonna be here, so I wanted to keep my promise.
No. Thank you for coming by, and I also have to get out because my dog,
Oh yeah, you gotta walk your dog. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get it that I'm having a good time.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Okay, I got it. I'll see y'all guys later, and take care.
Yeah, and thank you for coming by, and let's do it again next week.
Okay.
You're up to it.
All right.
Very well.
Bye.
Florence, thank you for coming, man.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you for coming by. Anyway, you are also about to go play D&D.
Oh, well, I still haven't heard back, so I don't know if we're going to play today, but yeah.
Well, if you don't play, hit me up, because I may want to hit you with some questions about that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have the time, of course.
Oh, no problem.
Very well. Rebirth, good night. I don't know who else is there. Is it Tehilim? Is it Nerdy? Is it Paulo? But anyway,
Rebirth.
Thank you all for coming by. It's been fun. And I'll see you all next week. And remember, don't go gently into the night. Rage against the machine. See you all soon. Bye.